Thank you for joining us. This is Nigeria Now on Equa Television International. Good afternoon, and we are glad that you are with us now. We hope that you will join us on your, and just go there and drop your comment on issues of Nigeria that we will be discussing today. We want to beam our light on some key issues, that the government should do. And as well, this program is where we drop our own view too, and we say what people are saying, right authority to do the right thing. So thank you for joining us today, and I have Joyce Jakada with me.
Expectations, especially as it's 42 days to the presidential election,
Yes,
to be taking place on the 25th of February, as people are up and about, traveling, campaigning, conversing for votes. Candidates are trying to show themselves worthy. Others are scrutinizing the candidates and also lots of issues.
Yes, a lot of issues, and one of them coming from him with that strong warning,
Well, there have been a lot of allegations now here and there. International bodies should not interfere with election. Of course, we have Nigerians in diaspora as well. And I think with the fact that there have been rumors of with the issue of sensitization, I've been seeing how most of these flag bearers are also traveling. So much to say, the president has sent the warning.
But I just look at it, I'm just wondering, I'm just wondering. But yes, like you rightly said, yes, there are maybe, voicing what they feel is like they feel they will influence, it's very important. And then it depends on how we even play our own politics, if the election is coming, how prepared, some foreign countries, they begin to see when there are issues of not transparency, they just feel, yes, it's a democracy, that the masses should be the ones to decide, not that government, because you're incumbent, you can manipulate and the rest. And that power, looking at how African leaders, hold on to power and can do anything, they don't care. But look at it, he just doesn't want any life of Nigerian. So we just feel, yes, it's well, and then and help wherever the help is necessary. That will go a long way, and we will destroy structure of criminality, build a new Nigeria. This is coming from Obi. CBN intensify awareness of redesigned new Naira. And then you have fast food consumption increases liver disease. This is from a study.
And I think people should look out for that story and then read it. A lot of people are just so quick to consuming anything. They say an hungry man is an angry man. So whatever comes your way, you just want to eat, forgetting that it's important that you check out some of this food that you're eating. Fast food, if you are so into it, you are just prone to liver diseases. That's according to a study. And one of the stories that interests me there is the fact that Peter will be the Nigeria as a nation, that we've suffered that a lot, and he's going to build new structures. I've told you that over time we've been hearing a lot of things coming from our presidential aspirants, but we look forward to a better Nigeria. It's a good one, and it's able to avert all these social vices that we are having. We look forward to a better Nigeria. And 2023 poll, which is here with us, is the time to decide.
What about Naira note?
Well, for the Naira notes, a lot of Nigerians have reacted to that, especially when it started circulating. People go to the extent of getting notes, but the CBN governor have come out to say it is not bleached. And so Nigerians should just take it. It has come to stay, of course. So it's not a bleached Naira note. That is his stand on that. So, well, the circulation is still not really. That's why yesterday we talked about the fact that most business owners have resorted that this Naira note is not really in circulation. Like, you still go to some ATMs and they are still dispensing old Naira notes. You go to some hearing to the fact that they are supposed to dispense new Naira notes. Do they have any monitoring team? if there's no monetary thing, then there's nothing. They will still display it and people withdraw it like that and nothing is being done. So they should just ensure that it's everywhere, it's in circulation.
New Naira note, you know, I still see that even on the counter, you know, by this time around, it's not supposed to be coming out, you know, and then the machines, you know, supposed to be dispensing the
cash withdrawal limit.
The cash withdrawal limit. And I asked myself, you know, the first one that you have jumped to the next one by implementing the minimum cash withdrawal for week for individual right time. Yes, you know, the CBN governor came and then give all assurances, you know, by so date to so date, you know, all of these things will be in place, and then this is what we are seeing. That's why sometimes you see that Nigerians are even losing expected that, you know, you have done your research, you know, and then say, okay, by this research that you have done, this is where you think, you know, you have it, and then you see you jumping and then saying something different, or what you say you will do is not really happening. So it's not really good for our. Let's talk about the main topic of today, you know, the extension of the PVC collection, you know, by 1 week.
For collection of the PVC by 8 days. And then collection will continue until extended by 1 week from Monday 16th January to Sunday 22nd of January, and the far across the country. It also said that in some of the states, as many as 100,000 PVCs have been collected. It's also investigating allegations by some citizens that some of their staff are actually extorting people.
Yes.
And then some party also accusing their PVC. But like I said, it is commendable that they actually extended it by 8 days, because Nigerians have expressed worry. Because if you're saying the deadline is 22nd, and then people are yet to collect their PVCs, and there are a lot of collect. They ask them to go to another state and all of that. And some have also come out to complain about the discriminatory discrimination that is going on in terms of even distributing the PVC, maybe because it is because of the high turnout that they've seen, the enthusiasm in citizens that all this allegation of extortion, it is something that they are going to actually investigate. And anybody, most of our challenge is the fact that when we talk, we don't have any unit or any form of monitoring system, and at the end of the day, you see, we keep talking, but when the police station and others as like looking ahead of this election, about 50 attacks, but how many have we had have been actually prosecuted, or even I've ensured that there's no extortion? Why would you extort people when they go to collect their PVC? Sure that these things are being carried out the way it's expected. We cannot sit in Abuja and be giving orders and expect that it's going to be adhered to without actually monitoring to see the effectiveness of it. Like I said earlier on, I commend them because it showed their level of preparedness. You will recall achieve about 11. And then the remaining 3, they actually started it already. And you know, people have talked about the fact that whether INEC is actually overwhelmed with work, that is why they've already assured them of protection of materials, their staff and everybody. So they are more ready, more than ever before, and they say any is expected. And at this point, I expect that for the next 8 days, increase of the number of people that have actually collected their PVCs. Let's not wait until the last day, then everybody state level, but they took it down to every ward, which makes it more easier. And that is why INEC have said that, like in some stars, and then INEC, you have to travel maybe from one ward to the other. Like they brought it that there is a unit that will monitor corruption out of our system. Like we keep pointing hands at leaders, but little opportunity you're being given to, you start asking people to contribute more. They are being given their NIN number. All this sense for me that we are Nigerians, and all this process is for the betterment of this nation. As just giving PVC, you're asking for money, and then all this discriminate person, I think it's not right. So with this extension of date, my opinion is that people out there should, example, from Plateau State to Nasarawa State, this collection, you will not go to Plateau State. You have to go to the state committee. That's Festus Okoye. That's one of the challenges. People have been making complaints. They transfer, they went to collect it, and then they are being asked to go to wherever you transfer to, that is where you're going to get it. So he said INEC is not overwhelmed. He said, and they are already Nigerians in collecting the PVC, and that is their reason for extending the date.
I think they did the right thing, and we commend INEC for doing that. but are trying their possible best to make sure that this election make the difference. So,
in fact, even Rep said it, that maybe the fact that they spoke about earlier during the week of the fact that insecurity, people have been complaining about in terms of issuance of PVC. Like maybe it's a
See, there's one thing with some of Nigerians, yes, you are there to collect your PVC and then collect your PVC. You can imagine, the stress. And I assure you that so many people need transport to just go there, and then possibly maybe you go there and then you're happy. Let's break it down. Let's take this PVCs to what level? At least from your ward, you are not far. They are just taking it. You see, the point that I want to make, people can just feel like, okay, I'm coming. I just want to just go and people recognize me for. There's nothing wrong. If the pin, they should give him his own and leave. That one, there's no problem. But when you are the one to engage that, you will give them money without you following the due process, following the queue. I go there to collect because they don't want to spend time there. They suggest that they will give them money. But so far, from the angle of the person that is collecting,
integrity is key in everything we do. So even if somebody presents you with something, you should be able to have the integrity, your work ethics and all of that, to say no. And for people that go there to even totally wrong, it's totally wrong. We must stay away from this culture of bribery and corruption if we want a better Nigeria. We're looking forward to electing good leaders that are going to, and so let's do the needful. If you see something, like we've always say, you say it. So if you see people doing that, you report it, and I think the needful is going to be done.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then particularly now that we are in a digital world, whatever it is, you can just press that recorder to extort you, or you notice that it's playing one game, with the issue of PVC, not according to the send us evidence. We will talk about it, because we want this country to be better. That's what we pray, and that is what we are trying our best to make sure we sensitize people on the right thing to do. Because if we allow this thing to continue from the grassroots, from the ward level, we should do the right thing. If you see something that is going wrong, that is putting Nigeria on the bad spot, then talk about something that you are struggling to ask. We will do that. And we've been asking questions here on your behalf, and some government have been responding positively, some have been quiet about it, but we believe that one day, someone will do the right thing, because doing the right thing would put us, on the right.
PVC with 8 days. We look forward to seeing people utilize it, and then seeing quite a number of people that are going to use these 8 days to collect their PVC. Education, enlightenment. Let's see corporations with stakeholders, civil society organization. There is need for that. The election is just 42 days, and then we should start seeing awareness, billboards, taking this preaching of
posters.
It will be peaceful. It's not a time for us to fight. It's just a time for us to exercise that our fundamental human right of electing who represent us. It is democracy. Let's see that at the end of the day, these 93 million people come out to vote. Let's not just leave it to 4 million, 5 million, 10 million, 50 million at most, and then the remaining will just sleep at home because of this. They first have the highest voters, followed by Kano, Kaduna, amongst other states, and all these candidates are going to be actually struggling to get votes from. Sure that we clear our conscience by doing the right thing, by voting the right person, somebody with integrity, somebody that is principled, somebody that is achieve this highest goal. We've been seeing it great light, not until lately, where we are like a joke in the nation, you get. So let's do the needful.
To really thank you for allowing us into your living room. Thank you for choosing Ekwa TV. Thank you for the invitation. Bless.
Crystal Legrand, coming to you from Legrand Voyage in the Caribbean.
I'm Yvette McNutt.
Hi, I'm Ariel.
Hi, I'm Dennis McNutt.
Keep watching Equa TV. We support them everywhere in the world.
Keep watching Equa Television.
Keep watching Equa Television.
Keep watching Equa Television.
Showing up to win.
My name is Debbie Mays, and I'm on staff with the Great Commission movement globally, and here for the 50th anniversary of the Great Commission movement of Nigeria. Please, please keep watching Equa Television Africa.
Hello, dearest viewers. This is the Worship Room live on Equa Television. This show comes to you every Fridays from 4 p.m. This is where we discuss on worship. What does worship mean to you? Who do you worship? Why do you worship? When do you worship? Where do you worship? Lots of questions about worship that God is going to be helping us to address on the show. Thank you for joining us. My name is Fred Kwada, and today I have a beautiful lady. As always, you always look beautiful.
Thank you.
Panambandi of the Most High. It's really beautiful having us on the show today again. So much. What is that thing? Maybe your shoe, maybe your bag, or maybe your girlfriend or your wife, or that special child. I don't know what that is to you, but there is something that we all... What is God worth? That is the topic today. What is God worth? Is God worth your time? Is God worth your wealth? Is God worth everything that you own? I'm sure God is going to be helping us to address this topic today. So to begin with, if we talk about worth, what do we mean when we say worth? Perhaps that could be the best place for us to begin. What is worth?
Worth is something that has an utmost value that cannot be compared with any other thing. Like, it's on top, is seriously valued and can't be compared with another.
Yeah. Something like like we can use words to be synonymous to worth, like credit,
Yeah, credit.
like valuation, whatever it is that we can use to connect worth. When we say this product is worth, before we see the next word, we know we're talking about the money, right? This product is worth $10,000. This product is worth 20 euros. This product is worth 1 million naira, and so much examples that we can actually derive. And when we bring that kind of valuation to that product, we're trying to tell how much that thing costs.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it connects to how good, how priceless, or how special that thing is. Because values increase on something that people need, on something that is special, on something that is rare to find, on something that cannot be compared with any other thing. You know, value increases. And so when we talk about worth, we're actually talking about credit, we're talking about valuation, we're talking about merit, we're talking about a whole lot of other things that connects to the importance, how we place something to be very important. Yeah, and then a lot of times we have tried in a layman's language to talk about who God is. But you know, this is not something that we can easily address because till date, people are still researching and searching and finding out who this God is.
Yeah.
And I'm assuring you that there won't be a day that we will finish finding out.
That's right.
On the day we finish finding out, then God ceases to be God.
That's true.
But we can actually use certain things to describe who God is. We can see that God is omnipotent, that is, God is all-powerful. There is no limit to his power. God is omniscient, he's all-knowing, he knows everything. God is love. You know, God is gracious, and so many other things. So if we put these words together, we will be able to address what God's worth is. So in your understanding, how have people fared in valuing God in today's world? Because this is the foundation of worship. What you do not value, you do not actually that thing doesn't mean anything to you. If that thing means something to you, you will definitely attach a lot of so much Panam